Hey, third graders, it's Mrs. Cheggs here on Monday, May 4th. If you're a Star Wars fan, may the 4th be with you. Today in math, we are going to review area. This is way back from topic 6, but we're going to get into something a little harder this week, so we want to take a step back and make sure you remember what area is. So area is the amount of space that covers a shape. It is also the surface inside of a shape. So let's get started. Today's game plan, we're going to smash area problems. We're going to review area using square units, watch a video and practice before we learn how to use the formula area equals length times width. Then we're going to watch another video and practice before we wrap up today, and you practice on your own on Pearson. So let's get started. How do I find the area of a shape using square units? Well, let's watch the video to review. Okay, so let's get to our practice. What is the area of this shape? Take a look at how many square units are inside going across in each row, or you can count how many going down. So you can count the number of boxes inside the shape, or you can count the number of boxes in each row and add them together. So I counted 35, and we can't just leave our answer just like that. We have to have our units. 35 square centimeters. You can write it out in a whole word, or you can use this cm2 for 2 dimensions, length and width. Okay, here's our second one. Count the number of boxes inside the shape, or count the number of boxes in each row and add them together. Go ahead and figure that one out on your own. Here's our second one. Count the number of boxes inside the shape, or you can count the number of boxes in each row and add them together. Remember, your square unit is square feet. Okay, so how do I find the area of a shape that doesn't have square units? It only has numbers. Well, let's watch our video. All right, it's your turn to practice. Remember, to find the area of a rectangle, use the formula area equals length times width. And it doesn't matter which side you multiply first because we are multiplying. So I usually think of the longer side being the length and the shorter side being the width. So what is the area of this shape? Remember, we're going to use the formula area equals length times width, or A equals L times W. And in this case, our length is 8 feet and our width is 5 feet. So we should get the area of 40 or 40 square feet. Again, you can write FT with that tiny 2 up at the top. Okay, now it's your turn. Use the formula area equals length times width, and it gave you a hint down here. Go ahead and solve this problem. Okay, and here's our last one to practice for today. What is the area of this shape? Again, use the formula area equals length times width. Okay, well, how do I find the length of a side if I know one side width and the area of the shape? This is our challenge for today. All right, so let's practice these challenge problems. Again, we know one side length is 7 inches and the area is 35 square inches. But how long is this side of the rectangle? Again, we're going to use the formula area equals length times width, and we're going to put the area in as 35 square inches, and you have to decide what is that missing length. And here's our last challenge problem for today. One length is 9 feet. And our area is 54 square feet, and we're looking for that missing side. So again, we're going to use the formula to find the missing length. Okay, let's wrap it up today. Let's review before you practice. To calculate the area of a shape, you can count the square units inside the shape, multiply the length times the width if it's a rectangle. Today we reviewed the definition of area, the amount of space that covers a shape, and we practiced calculating area for various rectangles. Again, you can count the squares or you can multiply length times width. Now it's your turn to go back to Google Classroom and complete your Pearson Practice Buddy work. That's Mrs. Cheggs, and peace out.